Hello, my friend. I'm Rick, and this is your seat at the table. We got a little Missy sitting over here in the corner, behaving herself as always. Welcome to Iowa. It is a wintry, late November Sunday. Yeah, right. Anyhow, this is the BattleTech Field Manual Comstar and from PASA, and I was really stoked when this book came out because there was so much about the Comstar, the Com Guards and stuff that was still an enigma, and this really went a long way to help flushing some of that out. Of course, typical of most the field manuals, it's dominated by unit bios and informations. We get things like Wheels Within Wheels, the Clan Wars, then we got Com Guards organization and procedures, training, the inner sphere, the Comstar inner sphere clock, map of the inner sphere. All right, so basic information on Yahoos, and then we get into the unit bios, and there's a slew of them, which is to be expected. And then we get the sub group, the Word of Blake, which at this point hadn't gone off the rockers and tried to murder the rest of the inner sphere. But still, we get some more information on them. We know a little bit more about what's going on. We've got that split going on, so we see their key forces and things like this, and so on and so forth. What we don't see are any of the unknown secret stuff that comes out many years later. Just saying. So then we get to the Free Razahog Republic, and so at the conclusion of the Fourth Succession War and the failure of the War 3039 leads to the creation of this buffer state. I think the Free Riser Republic probably preceded 3039. Anyway, they create this big buffer state. Basically, took a chunk of the Cronus Combine, a chunk of House Steiner, and merged them into this pretty fractious region that had been a thorn in Creed's backside for hundreds of years, and give them some freedom, which was very, very short-lived. When the clans show up, they do their pretty much decimate the Razahog Republic, and that leaves them down to what? 3 worlds, 7 worlds? It's in here somewhere. Alright, Lyran aid in revolt, independence and war, the clans arrive, enter Comstar. Without Comstar, the FFR will be hosed, completely, thoroughly hosed. And eventually they get hosed by the damn clans anyway. They end up becoming, chattel to the Ghost Bears. And they like it. They think it's a good thing. Anyway, what do I know? So, more information on the FFR's military units. What's left of them. Well, they start out like 200 odd units when the clans invaded, and they're down to like, I don't know, a dozen. That's how badly beat up they turned into. So we get the Star League Defense Force, or the ad hoc, whatever you want to call it, because the SLDF didn't last long enough to really be justified by calling it what it is. It's a failed Star League wannabe anyway. So we get some information on it, and for the most part, it's made up of loaned units from the main member states, with the exception of a couple, like the Eridani Light Horse, who were original members of the SLDF and broke every record that they had sprinting to re-enlist in the new SLDF, such as it is. All right, so there is the Eridani Light Horse, which makes a significant portion of the SLDF's backbone. Also, we see the resurgence of this wonderful, nasty little thing called the Black Watch. Right? So, apparently they've been lurking in the shadows for centuries, and then come running out of the woodwork to reconstitute the Royal Black Watch Regiment. Although in paper it's actually a battalion, according to this. I'm just saying. It is what it is. And we get Clan Novacat. Of course, at the conclusion of the Clan Inner Sphere War, if there was ever such a thing as an actual conclusion, Clan Novacat sees the writing on the wall, or they have visions of something, and they jump ship, and they fully embrace the SLDF. And then find a reluctant home in the Combine, which eventually leads to some problems, right? But that's not covered in this book. So, the first of the clans to break away from the clans in mass and declare themselves Well, they're still a clan, but they declared themselves for the Star League, and then when the Star League collapses, they're left hanging out in the wind, really looking like a bunch of dumbasses. And it messes with them for quite a while, and it takes them a while to get their acts together. So anyway, rules and annexes and other stuff, and then we get some extra mechs and machinery. Always some nice additions to these sort of things. So anyway, this was an awesome book when it came out. I have read it and reread it, I don't know, a score times easily. Lots of good information in here. Very entertaining as well. It's just my opinion. If you can get your hands on one of these things, for the love of Pete, get them. You know, it's a shame how, you know, our gaming industry is fueled by some limited runs. I don't know how many tens of thousands of copies an average game supplement gets. It depends. And if the supplement doesn't sell well, they never reprint it again. It's just the way it goes. So they become very rare and hard to find. And some of them are, well, they're rare because they're crap. They weren't good when they came out, and they still ain't good now. But there's some that were very good, but for one reason or another, they either fell off the table when the next generation of the game system rolled around, or they were so niche that they didn't. It took a while for the fan base to build up. You know, and that's where you end up seeing replicates and reprints of older material when you can get it. Anyway, I'm Rick. That's Missy over there. Till next time. So we'll do a test to make sure that our sound is working. Is our sound working? Is our sound working? Yeah, it's working. And we got a new kitty over here. Little Missy, or Missy. She's something else. Okay.